shook, scared to death, act, yo. X that, looking shorty, she a little cutie, yo. The way she make me wanna get all in the, yo. Top mistress of the videos. While I'm with my freak like we up in the freak shows. Hit you with the, make you feel it all in your toes. Hot, got all my people in red clothes. Metaphors when I formulate my flows. If you don't know, you're messing with lyrical player pros. Like
you really wanna party with me? Let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me,
ain't gonna be trust. Yo, it's a must that you heard of us, yo, we murder us. A lot of people is wondering and they curious. I mean, in my unit, do it is so mysterious. Furious, all of my people is serious. Shook others be walking around fearing us. Front, baby, like you don't wanna be hearing us. Gotta listen to Harry, he'll be playing us. 30 times a day to make you delirious. Damaging everything all up in your area. Yo, it's funny how all the be always serving us. All up in between they where they wanna carry us. Hit you good, then I hit them off with the alias. Various, they wanna marry us. Yo, it's flip mode, you stupid, you know we bout to bust. 7-figure money, the label preparing us. Bite the dust instead of you making the fuss. People know better cause they ain't no comparing us. Mad at us, yes you know better, we fabulous. Hit my people off with the flow, that be marvelous. Oh, my whole clique victorious. Taking no prisoners with us, straight up warriors. When I feel it, then I know you be feeling so glorious. Then we blitz and reminisce on my people notorious.
Do you really wanna party like that? Let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson looking to throw right away. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, this defense for the Titans, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 33. Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Jackson from the shotgun.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
They get this out left. Stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal. Hill. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown number 15 on the year.
And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch.
On the move past the 40.
And down to the 19-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Hand off to Spears.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching.
And it's a Titans touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Titans are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. You talk about this Titan defense. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first. Back to throw. And Walker has it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now 2nd and 3. Running from the gun with Henry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now, we all know that an offense coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now it's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 31-yard line. Henry out of the pistol. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Here's Jackson. Finding Walker, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. These two teams all tied after one. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how... And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Titans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Carlson now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. this one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Titans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Down the sideline he goes.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Titans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Carlson on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Justice Hill. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Ravens. It's been a back-and-forth game. A lot of points on the board. And that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it. And as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming. And that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Tucker now for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the out?
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Tyjae Spears
Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Titans have taken the lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 1.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jackson.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
DJ Wonnum got off his spot quickly and got to the quarterback.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Jackson. He dumps it off for Henry. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
To throw is Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Over the middle, he has Okonkwo.
And getting this just shy of midfield, spotted at the 49. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Second and 10.
He'll drop to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 28. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways. But they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Throwing is Jackson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. And here's a give to Spears. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw here. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown! Tyjae Spears. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Titans have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by Carson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
And the busy night for Henry continues.
Yeah, he'll be pretty well stopped at his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's Jackson to throw. He completes it to Henry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Henry up the middle. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Harold Landry from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. 66 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Jackson. That is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center. You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off? Not yet. Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner. Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play. Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you? From the 31, Jackson being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. He finds his man, complete. It's Walker. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Again to Henry. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Jackson. Flush to his right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. The 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Jackson here is going to look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Got his man, Okonkwo. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. He'll look to throw. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Spears. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Able to stand back, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Ravens are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate. Just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Now it's Jackson.
He's got Henry.
Stays on his feet. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Throwing. Jackson.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
DJ Waddle
in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Here's 2nd down. Here's Jackson.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man on the out route.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Jackson.
And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's third down. Now Jackson.
Flush to his right.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Here's 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
What do you think? Play this safe? Just worry about getting to OT?
Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome. But if anyone slips, take the big shot.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
On now is the Titans punter, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Jackson to throw.
And the ball is knocked out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Jackson.
Dancing to his left.
And he'll have a quick first down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. Finding Walker, complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
That's really good play design right there, and it's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there as they pick up the first down.
Now Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
That's going deep for Bateman.
And the 7-yard line to catch is made. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
This is 1st and 10.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly.
This ball intercepted.
Desmond King picks it.
And the Ravens are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout.